we are getting rain on Monday, believe it or not, and so we're trying to get this in ahead of the rain. We've been really stalled on getting our cover crop seed in this summer because it's been so dry, and we're especially glad to be getting it into this field because most years, yeah, you can go faster. Most years, this field, especially, I mean last year, forget it, but this is a really wet field, and so it can be hard for us to get in usually because it's so wet. So this is actually really good conditions for seeding this field. I'm standing here on the back of the seeder. We're putting in white clover. This is going to be a perennial section next year. So we'll seed the clover, let it grow, it'll overwinter, come up again in the spring, and then we're going to cut perennial beds into it. So here, let me show you how this thing is going. So just to show you a little bit more of what we're cover cropping right now. So here's our annual crops for the season. Look at this pretty Rubenza just coming in behind me, Rubenza Cosmos. And then this section here didn't get planted this year for whatever reason. We planted as far as we had plants for, and then this didn't get planted. So this is going into an overwintering cover crop, a rye vetch mix, because we won't be planting this whole section next year. This whole 7 acres of field is going to get rested next year. And we'll plant in our middle fields up above, which were rested this year, but were our annual crops last year. So we're kind of flip-flopping right now. And we're putting it in an overwintering mix so that they'll kind of grow this fall, they'll overwinter, and then in the springtime it'll all start to grow up again, and give us a nice ground cover for the springtime. And then over here, as these beds come out, as the crops finish here, we're disking them under, and then they also will get cover cropped. The empty beds will get cover cropped with rye vetch as well. And so by the time fall comes, this whole field will be in cover crop and ready for next spring. And then behind me, there we go. So this field is one, it's actually been fallow this season. This was last year's annuals. We wanted to get it into cover crop much sooner, but it's been so dry, we just haven't been able to get the seed down. We don't have a way to water it once it's down, and it just doesn't rain this year. So this is going into a winter kill cover crop, so oats, peas, and radish. And so that will grow through the fall, get killed by all the cold weather over the winter time, and then we'll be able to plant right into that next spring. So that'll be annuals next year. So all in all, this is a Saturday morning of Labor Day weekend. I think Luke and I, we're actually supposed to go to the lake this weekend, and when we saw the weather, that there was so much rain coming on Monday, we decided to put off our lake time. So I think we would both rather be at the lake or having, pancakes with our kids the last morning or the last weekend before school starts. But it does feel really, really good to get the cover crop in and to know that we have rain coming. It's very nice, even though it's been such a dry and difficult season. It's very nice to know that that there's rain coming and the seed is in the ground and it's on time. And so we're pretty happy to be out here, and it will feel really good to go into the rest of the weekend with this all finished.